My name is Nicolas Vanier. I'm a scheduler with Halmar International. I mean, when I was a kid, I always liked to figure out how things worked. I think I was, the 6 years old, 10 years old, and I used to put my toys apart to look at how they, come together. I learned construction with my grandfather, who taught me. I used to help him out on his home projects and do-it-yourself project that he was doing here and there. And he's the man who taught me how to lay down a cinder block wall, how to mix concrete and cement by hand. There was a point where I just wanted to be a laborer. But again, my parents, being very educated, said, no, you gotta get your bachelor, side. And little by little, I ended up, in engineering. First wanted to be a project manager and a field guy. So it happened that as they put it back then, knew computer, and they needed people who knew computer to do schedule. And that's how I ended up doing schedule. Each project, when it starts, whether it starts with the bidding process or whether it starts because you got the job and you're building the baseline, it's kind of a baby. It's, it is a project. Each one is individual, and you got to make it, you got to make it as good as you can. So it's kind of fascinating to be part of the team. I think there's nothing more rewarding than to put a huge schedule together like the Kew Garden and have people actually understanding it and following it and criticizing it and say, no, I want to do this, I want to do that. That's kind of what I built, or the team, built. And that's very rewarding. I like to build stuff and look at it and say, yep, did that. Wait, the Kew Gardens Interchange. That's a typical work that you look at it and you're like, wow, because that interchange, before we did the work there, had literally on the Van Week, on the left lane, people coming into the left lane with a stop sign. 11 bridges later, redoing the roadway, redoing all these access, it is so much better. It is so much better. And that's what, modern engineering and modern construction can do. Also, the way it was achieved was impressive. I mean, this is the kind of project you look at, and like the Park Avenue you've had, where you're like, wow, this is really neat. This is Halmar, and it's a great thing. People won't realize how much it makes their life easier, because they never have they see the work before. They have all the inconvenience of the construction, and then it's brand new and open, and you tend to forget what it was before. But to see that, the drawings, and see the construction actually happening, that's very rewarding, I think.